Alright guys, here it is, day 2. We're gonna go down and get us some breakfast, eat, see what all's going on. We gotta get registered by 7, I believe it is. Gotta get signed in by 7. So we're gonna go down, get something to eat, say hi to some of the folks, and then it's on to the panels, everybody's speaking, so I can't wait. Alright? Thanks.
Requires water. And if you don't give it this thing, just like your business, what's going to happen to it? It's going to die, exactly, right? So you have to look at your business as a plant, a tree, whatever. You have to give it something every single day whenever you wake up, okay? So if you were in myself and Savannah's home, you would see that we had a list on the wall that we do. A lot of people ask us every day, how are you guys successful? How do you guys get your business out there? Well, we all know how important SEO is, right? If you don't know what SEO is, I was talking to an older gentleman yesterday, and he's like, I have no clue about the internet, no clue about social media. And I'm like, listen, you gotta get on your game with this stuff because the world evolves around you guys. And if you're not willing to stay with it, it's gonna leave you behind, okay? I mean, you can see it with many businesses. I mean, look at brick and mortars today. Malls are closing down all around the world. And why is that? Because we have Google, we have Amazon,
If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. So if you know what your battles are in your business and what's putting you behind, once you know what those fears are, it doesn't matter from there on out. What comes at you, you're going to be able to beat it. All right, so quick little rundown here. I was in the Marine Corps from 2001 to 2007. We served in Afghanistan, Iraq, stationed at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I deployed 5 times. Whoa, where did we go? Back it up. Deployed 5 times overseas, seen 34 countries, 6 continents. I got out as direct with Staff Sergeant E6. But the most important thing was the men and women that I served with, they become family and owe them everything that's helped me become a better leader and entrepreneur. In this picture here, let's see here. There's 5 of us here. I'm this little bitty fella right in the middle. I'm always a little guy where I go. This guy here, his name's Robert Warren, great guy. He earned the Purple Heart in Afghanistan in 2007. He owns a business in Wisconsin now. This gentleman right here, his name's Matthew Hendricks. He's a business owner in New York City now. Of course, you got me. I own Plymouth Lawn Landscape in Georgia. This guy's name is Brian Blevins. He owns a business in North Carolina. And this is Michael Fuentes. He owns a business in San Diego, California. Wow. And so this was my entire squad that I worked with overseas. We're a 5-man squad. This was us, or a 5-man fight team. We work together. Every one of us own a business now. We all still speak with one another and know each other, and we're really good friends. So from the military itself, it did help us to learn a little bit about leadership. Before I got into lawn care, a lot of people are stealing a truck, eh? Yeah. That's my truck, or it used to be my truck. So this is what I did before I done lawn care.
My job security is in condo associations. So I've been in business since 2012. And about 2-3 years ago, I decided to go strictly condo commercial accounts. That seemed to be my bread and butter, and I really enjoy that. We're making some good profit because my furthest account from my house is about 3 miles. So everything is in a really close proximity. So the one thing I liked about condos too was that I was able to basically take our truck, drive to the condo, and we would be there all day because we were doing about roughly, it's about 3-4 acres, but it takes about 4 or 5 hours of straight mowing to get everything all done. Especially with our walker mowers because we want to go something a little bit smaller that can do a really fine cut. So we found out that the profit was really good and our overhead was dropped because we're not constantly picking up our truck and driving to 17 or 19 different separate accounts with just that one straight condo all day. So that was really cool. So I started my YouTube channel back in 2014. And a lot of people don't know this, but my wife was the one that actually started my channel. So she came to me at one point and said that we were trying to find different streams of income. And she found out that you can actually make some money from YouTube at the time. And so I wasn't really too interested in it. I was not interested in doing any kind of filmmaking or doing any kind of videoing at all. I didn't think I had time because I had just started my business about a couple years before that, and we have recently got married about
10-17. Oh, do we have 10-12?
10-12 or 10-12. If your ticket's 10-12 or
Sorry, 10-12, you're out. 10-17.
Oh, somebody gonna be mad.
I like the LLC better than I do the escort. And the reason I like that is because as a sole proprietor, I kind of control what happens. Escort, most of the time, to become an escort, you gotta have more than one person. And I don't, that's the reason I don't like an escort or partnership. Because you got this other person that you got to keep in control and make decisions with and all this and all that. And most. Okay, but you know, an escort can work if you got good partners or good members that's part of the escort. But with me, I just like a sole proprietor. Yes, sir.
So when you turn it off, it's automatically securing it. So some things on that. Easy pull technology. Every single one of these engines is power tested at the end of the line. All right, so we make sure that it's producing the power it needs to before it ever goes out. Just some things to take a look at. And larger fuel tanks that can have up to 33% longer runtime. And then you'll see the engine here on these 30 inches that are being given away today. But our newest small engine is the Command Pro 173, 200, and 224 cc. So we really focused on this to really bring an improvement because we were getting a lot of feedback from our interactions with landscapers, our interactions with dealers, what issues that they had with the Kawasaki FJ engine in particular, not having enough power, not having enough durability, really for this market. So we really focused on designing an engine that could be optimized for those 21, 30-inch machines that you guys are using for lawn maintenance. And we really did a lot of things around this. So this has got, you know, cast iron liner, forged crankshaft, steel blower housings, full pressured oil, all right, to all the bearings within the engine. It's got best-in-class power, so depending on which of the displacements you're talking about, Brett mentioned it before, 30%, 40%, 50% higher torque than the competitive engines.
What you can do and you cannot do. So for us, I do like a three-step process when we bid large commercial properties. And it's pretty simple. First thing I do is size. You guys, everybody in here ever heard of, you know how to find, like findmylotsize.com? Who has never heard of findmylotsize.com? That's too many people. So you can still get it for free. All you gotta do is just Google, download findmylotsize.com. Google Earth. Yeah, Google Earth has actually stepped up. And it is good. I will still have to give it to Find My Lot Size. They're better at measuring than Google Earth, which is implemented in Google Maps now. They don't have Google Earth anymore. Like if I want to see the property before I get to it, there's nothing that compares to doing just Google Maps and clicking the satellite view. You can get up in there, man. You can see birds in the hedge. It's just like you can see everything. It's pretty impressive. So I will use both of those, but I will find my lot size and I will figure out the size of the property. After I visit the property, I will look at after speaking. So there's two things that are visual and one thing that's verbal with us when it comes to bidding the large commercial properties. We get this all the time. So the size of the property is first. That's the first thing. The second thing is speaking to, usually it's either a maintenance manager or a property manager. God help me, it's both at the exact same time. And they are both talking about two totally different things. And it's important to do that. I know a lot of guys that will bid these properties and they don't talk to anybody. I don't get that. Then they show up on the property, they get a contract, and they don't realize that the part across the street belongs to that condo as well. So don't ever do that. I've seen people do it and still do it. If you do not walk the property or you're not on a golf cart with somebody, you're not gonna make out again. So it's the size of the property, and it's once you speak to a property manager or the maintenance guy, you want to get an idea of what their demand for the scope of work is. So you will show up to places that really don't want to babysit you, and they're fine as long as you mow, blow, and go. And then there are people that want it to look like Disneyland if you've ever been there. So that right there is the demand is not the same as the difficulty, of maintaining like, I think the most important part for me when I'm out there bidding a property, I want to get a feel for how involved that property manager is going to be, or that maintenance manager is going to be. If they're good, what's that? Leah says how big of a pain like the person is going to be, and they can be the big all the man they want. If I accept the bid, we're doing the job. Like, you know, they can be whatever they want, but you want to get that up front. You want to use that opportunity. I'll do drive-throughs for like 2 hours with property managers. Like, I don't want to just show up and be like, oh, I'm so and so, let me see it leave. Like, I want to get to know them in a sense to where, like, I take the home, like mowing a home mentality to these large commercial properties, which is why I think it's been successful. And then, because they're so used to dealing with account managers and like a 3-step process to get to somebody they feel cares about the property. So the nostalgia is back of having a small guy mow a big property. I can tell you that for a fact, right? Don't ever be scared to like jump into that, because it's something that's come back, and they're tired of what they don't get, and so they're back to wanting that nostalgia of that owner-operated feel on their big property. So getting to know that person, if it's 30 minutes or it's 2 hours, is going to determine whether or not you want to continue to bid that property in the first place. So the size of the property, the demand, and the scope of work that you can feel that they're expecting, because you can literally ask them, how picky are you? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that I'm getting into? You know, what's your expectations? Like Leah says, it's like that's the words that we use. And then I have like an ABC. So my A is the most difficult. Like, so you got hills this way, you got a hedge down here. Somebody's gonna have to weed eat this entire ditch that goes 700 feet because you can't get a mower down there. That's what I mean when I say ABC. The complexity, the physicality of maintaining that property. That's going to determine. I have size, I have the demand of the scope of work, and then A, B, or C. C is obviously, there's like 4 hedges on this entire 20-acre property. This is going to be easy to scrap. As long as you hedge it, mow it, blow it, and trim hedges, once every couple months, you're good to go. So I would use that combination, and I would usually range from $120 an acre up to $200 an acre. I've covered this before, but if I have a property that's, the size will determine that price range. Now, a lot of guys don't do that. Some people do per hour, and I take my $120 per acre. The rate's going to change because of the demand for the scope of work and the complexity of maintaining the property. So that's where that price range will go. I could decipher it and dissect it like a surgeon and get more precise if I want, but for me, I'm good with the system that I got. It works for us. So I'll take say a 20-acre property. The demand in that property they seem to be pretty lax. So it's like, as long as you show up and you mow it, we're good to go. And the place is easy as crap. They're a C property, they'll be probably $120 an acre. If that same 25-acre property has a pain in the butt already that you can tell, and it's still an easy property to maintain, they're probably in the 140-ish, 150. Say that same 25-acre, they're a pain in the butt, and it's like it's a physical nightmare to maintain this property. They're closer to $200 an acre. And at the end of the day, it's, I cover this thing that's called maintaining a level of operations. Once you start cutting yourself short, you won't notice it. It's like if you cut hedges right before spring comes and you get a freeze. That you won't even notice the hedges are damaged until it's June or July, because they got root rot and cutting stuff in the freeze. That's the same mentality that I incorporate when it comes to bidding properties. It's like, you take something, you know that you're not supposed to be doing it for this price, you won't notice the beating that you're going to get until later. So for me, that's like why this system works. The size of the property, the demand, and then the complexity of the property. That ranges 120 to about $200 an acre.
Hey Sean, you guys do a lot more residential stuff, is that correct?
All right, guys. So the day of the panels, listening to everybody is over with now. We're all getting ready to load up and head out for supper. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more talking and picking each other's brains and seeing how everybody else does everything they do. All right. So I'll try to get some of the video of it, and then you know, we'll see what happens. All right, y'all hold on. All right, guys. So that's gonna be it for today. We just got back from eating. Tomorrow we're supposed to go tour the factory, Kohler's engine factory, and then we're supposed to be able to demo some of the V-Ride too. I think Grasshopper's going to be out there, or Dixie Chopper maybe. There's going to be a couple of different vendors out there. I'm super excited about that, but as right now I'm about to hit the hay. So we'll see y'all tomorrow, and y'all take care.